be like an extracurricular activity in addition to my normal education.
Yeah, and that can work. But what you have to do is you have to remember, don't go over your
When I can barely understand half the math, or
exactly
maths for other countries and stuff that core logic is going into.
Exactly. That is a problem. You have to stick to something that you know you can actually
address.
Yeah, you need to be able to defend your own points. You can't just say, well, the math says so.
Right.
If you don't know anything about the math.
Exactly.
Then you should simply say, well, this is commonly accepted by the scientific community, and I trust them because I have no choice. My own knowledge is limited, so I trust the experts.
And then they'll pull the, so you got faith in science on you.
Yes, exactly. So that's a useless thing to bring up.
Right.
But on the other hand, anyone in high school should be able to debunk anything creationists say about evolution, for example, because all you basically need to know is that if something dies before reproducing, it doesn't reproduce.
Right, although
you just explained evolution.
Yeah, I think I have a pretty decent layman understanding of evolution, but say, for example, I can't back up any of my claims with, say, XYZ peer-reviewed research, like what Arn Ra would do, because I don't really know how to look for those things and such.
No, and that can be tricky, because you need to know how to look for them. There's just Google Scholar, and there's PubMed, yeah. But also the problem is that those are technical papers, and you need to have some level of expertise in order to understand them.
Right.
So if you were going to do some kind of like layman style thing, there are resources out there. What you have to do is you need to look at the subject you're taking on, and there are specific resources for specific subjects. So like evolution,
Right. You can find lots of
Talk Origins is a great resource.
Yes.
Yeah, you can find lots of resources for basic, like, layman education. You can find plenty of resources that explain the Big Bang, but it doesn't, say, go into the maths that really prove it, so that wouldn't be very convincing to, general creationists, because it would just be a repetition of the current scientific accepted model. Scientific model, rather than really the stronger proof that I would think would be more satisfying to provide.
On the other side, if you do kind of, believe me, we've done this, you give them the maths and you give them the actual science, and it goes way over their head, and they just go, "Oh, science is a lie."
Yeah.
Right,
so
which is why you want to break it down.
Yeah, you can't win either way. So the best thing to do with debunking is don't do it for them. Do it for you. Do it because you want to learn something. So when you look at something, go and research it as much as possible, learn about it as much as possible, produce a video because it helps you kind of learn about it, but then don't worry about what they say because they're never going to believe you anyway.
Right. And in a way, I think
if someone changes their mind, see that as a bonus, but that's it.
Yeah, no, I'm aware of that. Don't ever go into a debate of any kind expecting to change anyone's mind. My mindset is more to just go in to learn something.
Yeah.
And if they learn something, if it turns out that I am actually, like, right in my entirety, then that's, like, really cool. Well, and as in, like, another thought, say, for example, I believe, Cord Logic, you went into, like, trigonometry and stuff for determining the distance from the Earth to the Sun. And I feel like, and stuff like that, you could easily just break that down in slower steps. I'm not, like, criticizing your style of presentation, just as a general explain